Greetings, loved ones. If you have just discovered that your child or a child you care about has been sexually abused, it may feel as if your world is falling apart. But there is hope. Other caring adults have been where you are. Please help us get these messages out. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Subscribe to our channel. Hit the like button and the notification bell. And please share these messages with others. You could save a life. So we have this program called Caring for Kids, What Parents Need to Know About Sexual Abuse, and it is designed to give you the information you'll need to help support children who have experienced sexual abuse. From dealing with the shock of disclosure to coping with the emotional impact of navigating the legal system, these resources will help you and your child move past the pain and realize that it is possible to transcend trauma. In addition to helping you recognize child sexual abuse and cope with its aftermath, this toolkit provides resources that can help you to keep children and adolescents safe. Caring for Kids includes information on understanding sexual development in children and on how to talk to children about sexual issues and body safety, as well as information for teens on acquaintance rape and how to reduce their risk of victimization. So today we are beginning a series of several weeks on this toolkit, and you'll not want to miss a single one. So make sure you hit the notification and that you subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any. So we're going to begin with a child sexual abuse fact sheet. So what is child sexual abuse? Child sexual abuse is any interaction between a child and an adult or another child in which the child is used for the sexual stimulation of the perpetrator or an observer. Sexual abuse can include both touching and non-touching behaviors. Touching behaviors may involve touching of the vagina, the penis, the breasts or buttocks, oral genital contact, or sexual intercourse. Non-touching behaviors can include voyeurism, trying to look at a child's naked body, exhibitionism, or exposing the child to pornography. Abusers often do not use physical force, but they may use play, deception, threats, or other forms of coercion to engage children and maintain their silence. Abusers frequently employ persuasive and manipulative tactics to keep the child engaged. These tactics, referred to as grooming, may include buying gifts or arranging special activities, which can further confuse the victim. So who is sexually abused? Children who have been sexually abused may display a range of emotional and behavioral reactions, many of which are characteristic of children who have experienced other types of trauma. And these reactions can include an increase in nightmares and or other difficulty sleeping, withdrawn behavior, angry outbursts, anxiety, depression, not wanting to be left alone with a particular individual or individuals, and sexual knowledge, language, and or behaviors that are inappropriate for the child's age. Although many children who have experienced sexual abuse show behavioral and emotional changes, many others do not. It is therefore critical to focus not only on detection but on prevention and communication by teaching children about body safety and healthy body boundaries, and by encouraging open communication about sexual matters. These are things that are important to think about. So why don't children tell about sexual abuse? There are many reasons children do not disclose being sexually abused, including threats of bodily harm to the child and or the child's family, fear of being removed from the home, fear of not being believed, shame or guilt if the abuser is someone the child or the family cares about. The child may worry about getting that person in trouble. In addition, children often believe that the sexual abuse was their own fault and may not disclose for fear of getting in trouble themselves. Very young children may not have the language skills to communicate about the abuse, or may not understand that the actions of the aggressor are abusive, particularly if the sexual abuse is made into a game. So what can you do if a child discloses that he or she is being or has been sexually abused? If a child discloses abuse, it is critical to stay calm, listen carefully, and never blame the child. Thank the child for telling you and reassure them of your support. And please remember to call for help immediately. If you know or suspect that a child is being or has been sexually abused, please call in the United States the Child Help National Child Abuse Hotline at 1-800-4-A-CHILD. That's 1-800-422-4453. Or visit the federally funded Child Welfare Information Gateway at www.childwelfare.gov/responding. We will include this in the description of this video. If you need immediate assistance, call 911. Many communities also have local children's advocacy centers that offer coordinated support and services to victims of child abuse, including sexual abuse. For a state-by-state listing of accredited CACs, visit the website of the National Children's Alliance, which is www.nca-online.org/. According to the CDC, over half of all children in the world, 1 billion children, ages 2 to 17, experience violence every year. So therefore, the question is not if you'll encounter a victim of violence. The question before God is, what will you do when you do encounter them? You could be the person who saves a life. Micah 6:8 says, He has showed you, O man, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you? To do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly with your God. You are called. We are all called to be champions for justice. And if you're a victim of violence, I want you to know there is a way out. It's not your fault. Abuse is not love. You are not alone. If you are suffering violence, reach out to someone today. If you find yourself in a dangerous situation, call 911 for help. If you know of a child or other person suffering violence, tell the authorities. In our next episode, we will continue to talk about caring for sexually abused children. Until then, God bless you.